Yeah. That road bike, it's gets pretty messed up.
Yeah.
It's basically a gravel grinder.
That's cool. Is that one of your sponsors? Recording.
Totally.
We're live.
Yeah. So Lee Jackson, Remi Gauvin, a couple of Enduro bros up here for the BC Enduro in Penticton.
Classified as Enduro now, I guess.
Is this your first Enduro?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You gonna make the swap like Remi?
Thinking about it.
Yeah.
See how this one goes.
Yeah. Take her one by one.
Yeah. What are you gonna do if Lee beats you straight up?
Oh, it's definitely crossed my mind. I don't know. I think I'll be pretty stoked for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, as long as he doesn't beat me in an EWS, that's all that matters.
Yeah, you gotta get there first.
Yeah. Exactly.
A lot of dineros for a privateer. It's actually I had a guy ask me some questions for the last round of interviews about just training wise, about training specific to downhill, but it's like there's a good bit of crossover.
It's pretty similar, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, maybe
just more bike time, really.
Yeah.
More time spent pedaling than shuttling.
Yeah. Or even just like specific like gym workouts, you just get more like endurance rather than like sprint fitness, eh?
Yeah, but I'm probably better at sprinting than I ever have been in my life. I would say.
It would cross over, right? Like if you
get
on a downhill bike, you'd most likely be faster, or at least feel more comfortable.
Exactly.
Yeah. I like only the last handful of years I've really spent that much time on a trail bike. Like once like they got dropper posts going, it's like, oh, these things are actually worth riding.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Before they just
bikes are so good now. Like all the bikes can go really fast. Doesn't matter what style of bike you're on. So
no kidding.
Yeah. You can still scare yourself on an enduro bike. Oh
yeah, for sure. How do you find like the tracks like at the EWS stuff compared to? I mean, you've ridden like Champrey. You're saying is junior for world champs and that.
Yeah, Champrey was pretty gnarly. There's some like gnarly tracks at enduro, but I feel like there's a lot more janky tracks at enduro.
Yeah, okay, that makes
that's
sense.
Like the skill that you need to really get good at is the jank.
Yeah, I could. Having done a couple of enduros myself, I can see that because like you feel good on like the stuff that you go fast.
That everybody can feel good at. Right?
Yeah, but it's making that link up.
Yeah, exactly. It's going fast on awkward trails.
Yeah. And even like, I guess, with a downhill tracker, like say that in Lourdes right now, everybody's spending one day to walk the track.
Yeah.
The next day they're gonna have a day of practice. Next day, practice and qualifying, and then practice and finals. So like, even if like that trail is say like X amount gnarlier, they're getting X amount more time on one track with more dedicated bikes and like. Yeah. I feel like downhill in that respect is almost safer. Like you know exactly what you're doing. Like there's marshals everywhere. Yeah. Whereas like, what is there much for marshals in EWS stuff?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I'm not really looking, but
I
think there are a couple marshals out there for sure. But like the most we'd ever probably ride a trail is twice. So
that's
pretty much
crazy.
have to be up to speed after 2 runs. I mean, I think you should try and be up to speed after 1 run, but yeah, I mean,
crazy.
That's a whole different world.
Yeah.
Try and change your mindset.
Well, we were talking about that
from downhill. It feels like
with that. It was funny because you were talking about the pressures of professional racing when you're trolling my Instagram there, but then we were talking about it, and you were saying that, like your best result as a junior. We were talking about like juniors being our heyday of winning stuff, but then like going to something as high pressure as junior world champs, and you were saying you were like top 20 sort of thing, like
both junior world champs I got 22nd because I crashed and just couldn't handle like that. Even at the World Cups, like as an elite, like with way more experience, I still struggled with the pressure. So enduro is kind of like nice in that regard. It's just a little bit like more chill.
Well, I remember a story I got told via someone else of Slid Slottengraf, one of the top Canadian downhill guys. We were just at his wedding, and Sid, how nervous are you on a scale of like 1 to Mont Saint Anne? And this is another guy telling us the story, and he's like, oh, like pretty much like 10 Mont Saint Anne, like,
Yeah.
And the story was like his first time, I guess, at Mont Saint Anne. It was like, Sid, how nervous are you? It's like, oh, real nervous. He's like, oh, how come? He's like, I'm gonna crash, and I just don't know where it's gonna be. Like, Sid's like the gnarliest dude. Like, he goes full out. So it's just like, I guess he crashed like there's like a course hold or something like near the bottom of the track when he's just stoked that he made it to the bottom. So
Oh yeah,
That's funny.
that's like that pressure of just like giving it 110% and you're downhill. I mean, you still got to go full gas for enduro, but I don't know. You find you're hanging it out like just as much sort of thing, but you just feeling more in the zone because you're not so much pressured.
Yeah, I think you're still hanging it up. But you should still, like, you gotta back it off a tiny bit, so... 'cause you gotta last a whole day or 2 days, so...
Yeah, that luck isn't gonna last for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes of racing versus 5.
So yeah, I think, like, you still have to go fast, but there's sections where you can back it off and still, like, do well, so...
Yeah.
That's interesting. Huh.
It is interesting.
Yeah.
Tony.
We got some interesting topics. So your new rig here?
Yeah, man.
Made out of carpet fibers?
Tell us about it.
Yeah. You got the race face sniper grip on there? That's what it is. Is that your go-to?
Yeah, that's my go-to.
Yeah, I run the sniper grip on my bikes too.
Yeah. It's the perfect thickness.
Yeah.
A little bit
I
of
got
comfort.
Little
Guys
boy
with no
hands.
like
Yeah. Papa Tony's only 5'8", so.
Lay her down
That's
there a
nice.
little
6 carbon bar. What do you run for width?
bit. 750.
750?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And you?
I run 750 on my trail bike and 760 on the downhill bike.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. What do you run your width at?
760.
760?
As of last week, actually.
Oh, you cut them down on your trail bike?
Yeah, on my trail.
And your downhill bike's 800?
780.
Okay.
So
you're not on the trendy width?
no,
What
well, it
works
seems
for
like
you?
it's a lot smaller now, especially
Yeah.
for the enduro guys. Just hearing about what they're running, like 720. Some guys I heard in that last video that came out. So.
No.
For
Yeah.
Derby, there's that pretty tight. How'd that ride, that tight rock bit?
Oh, it was fine.
Yeah.
It looked really narrow, but like to ride it wasn't
Yeah.
that bad. There's plenty of room. I did scrape my bar on it once.
Is that where you scraped your bar in there?
No, that was a different one. That was actually a pretty good crash. Scared. But yeah, new bike looks good.
Yeah. Float X, or no, that's like Coil X2. Climb switch.
Yeah.
Nice. 180 mil rotors or 200s?
200 in the front, 180 in the rear.
Oh, yeah. And you said that you've been running those rims since the start of the season. Same rims.
Same rims. Yeah. Those
good.
don't break.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Got this new thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is what's up. I mean,
Let's see.
you like want it for your downhill bike even, just like shuttle laps or something like that.
Yeah,
Like
any bike.
just
That'd
take it
be
out for your
sweet.
race run, but like imagine you have this in your downhill bike and then
That's true.
have like a mechanical or whatever, because like you can run it without it, but like
Yeah.
it's so many guys don't run tools like in their pants or whatever. Like I run a little Allen key pocket in my race face pants, and like in the Ruxton pants there's a pocket, and it's not bad, but like if you had a CO2 and like a plug. Because like there's so much time wasted by like little things on the side, like oh my headset's loose, and now all of a sudden like
Your whole
you got to
run's
go all the way
gone,
back to the pits, blah blah blah. Like and trail biking, I just hate having stuff on me. Like I'm not into packs. For the enduros I had the stash bin, and that was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean this is
you
just
run out of pockets quick.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, that's pretty sick. I'm into that. Factory orange. It's not how you made it. You turn the bars over. You can see the bars. You get the matchy. Nice.
Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's a lot of orange on there.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Sweet. Well,
Tony, you gotta fire off some
Some
one-liners.
Some one-liners.
Yeah, I need it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll check Instagram. I can top dogs in enduro now. People are gonna be
Yeah,
interested
dude,
in
we're gonna need
like
to, you need to
vital,
start. But I feel like the audio format's way better than video.
Yeah, for sure. But you could just cruise to it. Have it in the background. So
Yeah.
the audio from the last one wasn't too bad. So actually, there's a good one from Kirk in here. It's like, how lame are 29er downhill bikes? And they got a couple likes there as well. It's interesting. Seen the Syndicate boys on it. Rocky doesn't make any 29er like real aggressive trail bikes, eh? You guys are just
maybe.
One
day.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, it's kind of interesting because, like, it seems like Richie would go back and forth, and like those guys are like,
yeah. I think
they never know what bike they're gonna be on. Like,
I think you just have to like commit to one bike mostly for the
yeah,
year, just so you're super comfortable on it. It's like an extension of your body, right? So, I think that if you have the option to have a 29er, you got to commit to it.
Yeah, I think so. Because there's advantages and disadvantages to both. I mean, like, for the Syndicate, obviously, Menard's going to push for it. Like, Lee's a big guy. He could probably handle a 29er, but I feel like I'd be the smallest guy to be on a 29er. Like, Troy Brosnan on a 29er would be, like, pushing it. Like,
exactly,
It's the same with Denny Hart. Like, interesting. I don't know.
I think whatever is going to make them faster. I don't
think,
like 29ers are like lame. I think it's cool if they go 5 seconds faster, then sweet.
Yeah, and that was my biggest thing.
We should go as fast as we can.
Yeah.
With mechanical advantages that we can use. So
well, that's why I went to 650. Like, exactly, I was kind of like right in between, and all of a sudden some guys are like top 5, top 10 that before you you didn't even hear of. And it's just the local races.
Yeah.
And it's just like that one dude that got a 650 bike. Like,
exactly.
And then it was like the next season coming up, I was like, I'm just getting a 650B bike because if I am on a 26-inch and I'm not winning, I will think that's the reason.
Yeah,
so you just need to do what everybody else is doing.
Totally a reason.
Yeah. Totally. Got one from Dan Webster. He's asking how much do I bench?
How much do you bench?
I don't know. I think like for like an 3x8, just bench press would be like 175. Just a couple pounds over my body weight.
Yeah.
I don't know what we got here. We got to like.
Let's say we have like 180.
65. Oh yeah.
I think we hit 180.
That's pretty good for like a 3x12.
For not a set, yeah.
For like 3 rounds.
Okay.
3.
Yeah. That's pretty good. I think as long as you can push yourself off your handlebars, you're doing good.
Yeah. We got that under control, so.
Yeah. You don't need to lift that.
No, it's all about the squats.
Yeah.
There was another question. It was on the YouTube channel. I just got a YouTube channel. I don't even know how to use it.
How many views we got?
60. So well, this
will
be better.
This will bump it up.
60. That's pretty decent though. 60 people went. It's from Dan. Hello, Dan. This is. He asked me last week if I was going to retire from. Just make the switch to enduro. Says you don't need to retire from downhill. Just like Blinky, do a lot of EWS and DH. I think, right? So get on it, fitness. I feel like the fitness was there. I'm still working on it. I think it's like more of a financial thing. As like a privateer.
Both.
Yeah, it's like there's just so many races. Like I'd love to hit all the. My goal this year was just do national stuff and go to Mulsanam, but like to do the local stuff and the national stuff and enduro stuff. Yeah, it's like every weekend.
Yeah,
I think you'd get burnt out pretty quick.
Yeah, exactly.
Even just my schedule, trying to race the local like BC Enduros.
Yeah.
I'm only doing like 3 or 4 downhill just because it's like every weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
Trying to do both.
That's too much. But you guys got how many races do you have in the EWS this year?
I think we got 8.
8. Okay.
Pretty sure. It's either 7 or 8.
He doesn't know where he's going though.
At the end of the year, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Perfect. Just let the boys handle it.
Yeah, exactly. What do we got? Yeah, 1, 2.
Or he just shows up at the airport and they give him a ticket.
Only knows.
Just bring your passport and you're good.
Yeah. Where are we going? What should I pack?
We got 8.
Yeah.
There's definitely 8.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay, so I think there's 7 downhill and then world champs. So.
Yeah.
Nice.
Same. Different.
Nice. Well, these guys need a foam roll, so probably
shower.
Probably call it.
All over.
Yeah. Sweet. Cool, guys.
Later.
Later. So just like last week, gonna do a couple of tech tips. This week is gonna be to do with tubes. If you're still riding tubes and bikes, I run tubes in my road bike and also my dirt jump bike. And one other super basic thing is oiling your chain, lubricating your chain. So we're gonna get into baby powder with the tubes. Just the number one thing with tubes, pinch flats. Road bikes, you're pretty much everybody's still running tubes. Dirt jump bikes, everybody's running tubes. If you run a bit of baby powder, put it inside the tire, roll it around. Gives the tube something to slide on instead of rubber on rubber and sticking. So I got my Norco Valence here, my road bike. Not getting a lot of miles in right now with the old broken leg, but so the first thing I'll do, take a rag and just give the chain a wipe. If there's any dirt, that sort of thing, just takes a bit of that off. So we'll take chain lube, and instead of putting it on the top where the rollers, the bearings, basically isn't as efficient for cycling your lubricant through the chain, we're going to put it on the top of the bottom bit of the chain, and then the cogs, the teeth, we'll just cycle that through. So once you get a full revolution there, adequate lubricant, just take your rag and then just take the excess off there so you're not getting a super gross drivetrain. And that's it. Go pedal. Basically what we're going to do here, take the tire off, pull the tube out, and cycle the baby powder throughout the wheel. And if you look inside there, you can see it's shiny, but it's just rubber. So now we'll just take this guy. So here we are. Just putting just like a little bit in there. And we're just going to give it a shake. Just give it a roll around. Now you can see that tire's nice and coated. Make sure you get the sidewalls too. If you tip it over too much, it's going to spill out. And it'll look like a scene from Scarface in your bike room, or your mom's kitchen, or wherever you're doing this. Let's go around the whole way. And then, if you want, give your tube some shape. It'll be easier going in. Basically, that's it. There's a bit of residual in there. It's not a big deal. It'll just coat the tube, and you're good. Cool. That's it for this week. Got chain lubed up. Your tire and tube, I guess it's lubed up too because it's got the baby powder in there. Just one thing, I guess, if you're using a tubeless tire that was previously ran tubeless with sealant in it, you pretty much can't run tubes in that. I mean, if you put one in to get out of the trail sort of thing, that sealant will, I guess, coagulate or whatever, get sticky, and it'll be a lot more likely to get a pinch flat. So I guess if you're going to run a tube, try to get out of the trail, just run at higher pressure. But yeah, this is pretty much just for if you're running tubes, dirt jump bike, road bike, maybe you have a non-tubeless wheel, whatever, downhill, should set you up. Catch you next week. Thanks.